You are going to learn Spanish in 2025. If learning Spanish is on your 2025 goals list, then this video is for you. I'm going to share the exact ways I went from a beginner to holding full conversations and even live in Costa Rica and Spain. If you've been searching for ways to finally make Spanish stick, then you're in the right place. I'm sharing more immersive and exciting ways that worked for me and can work for you too. Now, before we dive in, I'd love to know, what's your reason for wanting to learn Spanish? Is it for work, travel, or maybe to connect with friends and family? Share your answer in the comments. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about my secret weapon, telenovelas. Telenovelas became my crash course in Spanish. I was skipping class and canceling plans to watch novelas. When my friend said that, I can't make it tonight, I was so happy. I would go right back to the room and turn my telenovela on. The repetition of dramatic lines like te voy a matar or te quiero mucho made phrases stick. Without even realizing it, I was learning. Now let's talk about the 170-hour concept. Most telenovelas range anywhere from 100 to 200 episodes. So if you are watching a telenovela with 170 episodes, that's 170 hours of immersive exposure. That's like a language bootcamp in disguise, entertaining, addictive, and so effortless. And honestly, it even surprises me that I even started watching novelas in the first place. I mean, me, a Black girl from Massachusetts, falling in love with Spanish language dramas. You'd think it'd make more sense if I'd had Spanish speakers in my family, but nope, I'm the only one. So it's pretty random that I ended up completely obsessed with telenovelas. My dad would even joke about it.
Oh, there she goes watching her telenovelas again.
But honestly, it changed my life. Once I started Teresa, I couldn't stop. No solo aprendía español, también me enamoraba de las historias, del drama y de la cultura. After I watched Teresa, I watched so many more telenovelas. It was addictive. And it changed my life, honestly. I didn't even realize how much I was learning until I started going places and hearing people speak Spanish. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh! I was understanding things I didn't think I could understand before. It was like my ears had unlocked a superpower I didn't even know I had. I couldn't explain it, but I was understanding Spanish in a completely new way. And here's the thing. Once you start watching telenovelas, you won't be able to stop. You're gonna learn so much and unlock that for yourself too. If you're ready to dive in, use apps like VIX or check out free telenovelas on YouTube. If you're not familiar with VIX, VIX is like Netflix, but for telenovelas and Spanish language movies. I'll put a link in the description for you to check it out. I recommend start with English subtitles, rewatch with Spanish subtitles, and eventually challenge yourself and go without them. You'll be surprised at how much you pick up. Let's talk about the characters because they are the heart of telenovelas. If you're imagining grandmas in rocking chairs knitting, you're wrong, get that out of your head. Like, these are some of the hottest people. William Levy and Sebastian Rulli in their prime, early 30s and ridiculously fine. And Angelique Boyer and Maite Perroni, absolutely stunning. And the chemistry from both sides is absolutely unmatched. Like, take the most intense, drama-filled relationship you've ever seen on an American TV show and turn it up to 100. That's what you're getting with these telenovelas. It's so much passion, drama, and emotion on another level. If growing up you loved One Tree Hill, The Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little Liars, or now you love Love is Blind or The Ultimatum, then telenovelas are going to blow your mind. Like, honestly, telenovelas are like those shows, but on steroids. Do you watch any shows in Spanish? If you do, let me know in the comment section. If not, don't worry, I have plenty of recommendations to get you hooked. Now let me tell you about my homestay experiences in Costa Rica and Spain. They weren't just places to live, they were places to learn and grow. My host families didn't just help me practice Spanish, but they helped me live in a new culture every single day. My host mom in Costa Rica, rest in peace, she was incredible. She brought me and my host sister to a Costa Rican fried chicken place one time, and it was amazing. Another time she took me to the grocery store, and just walking through the aisles with her taught me so much Spanish. I went to church with her. I even remember riding on the bus with her, going to the mall, getting coffee, going to markets. Just these little things every single day that not only just help you learn the language, but help you learn how the people live there. And honestly, it was during my homestay when I felt my Spanish truly unlock. I was watching so many novelas and I felt like I could understand so many things, but I wasn't confident enough to speak and I was afraid to make mistakes. But I just remember being there with my host mom and practicing the little every single day, like real life situations. And I started to feel the words flow and it was such an incredible feeling. I was so excited. I was like, wow, I'm speaking Spanish. In Spain, it was the same kind of experience. My host family made me feel so welcome. Even when I was coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning, my host mom was so worried about me, like, oh my God, where were you? I couldn't sleep. It just showed how much they really cared. We'd sit in the living room and watch Netflix, or we'd go out for dinner and we'd get Burger King. Ordering a Whopper in Spanish, wild. Living with the host family isn't just about where you sleep, but it's about learning to live in a new culture through everyday moments. These families take care of you and they teach you how to navigate life in ways that you've never experienced on your own. And yes, they wash your clothes. It's no big deal. And those relationships are something that I'll treasure for the rest of my life. If you're ever considering a homestay, I can't recommend it enough. It's a chance to learn, grow, and make memories that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. Now, if study abroad isn't an option, don't worry. There are still many ways to connect with native speakers and immerse yourself in the language. For me, honestly, the best way has just been talking to people when I'm traveling. In Puerto Rico, for example, my friend and I met an Uber driver who completely changed the trajectory of our trip. She brought us to La Perla, this iconic neighborhood right by the ocean. It has a reputation for being dangerous, and another tourist warned us not to go. But when we met her, she reassured us that it was 100% safe, and she offered to take us there herself. She made sure we felt comfortable and safe, and we got to take amazing pictures. That experience was just a way for me to just test my language skills. And also, we got an amazing elevated experience out of it. And of course, not everyone will feel comfortable connecting with people in this way, and that's okay. Another great option is going to cafes, restaurants, markets, and practice small phrases while ordering food or asking questions. Even simple interactions can be invaluable for gaining confidence. Ultimately, it's all about putting yourself out there in a way that you feel comfortable, whether it's having a conversation with someone you meet or just ordering at a restaurant. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow. And trusty Duolingo. Duolingo can really help keep the momentum going along the way. No se trata de estudiar horas al día, se trata de ser constante. Aunque sean 5 minutos, 5 minutes a day can go a long way. Learning Spanish is about finding what works for you, whether that's immersion, telenovelas, or daily practice. No se trata de ser perfecto, sino de disfrutar el proceso y ver cuán lejos puedes llegar. Once you start learning, you'll see how language opens the door for so many travel opportunities. Speaking Spanish has made every experience so much more richer and meaningful for me. If traveling is on your 2025 goals list, stay tuned for my next video where I'll share how to make those travel dreams happen and take that leap into adventure. If this video inspired you, subscribe and let me know in the comments cómo vas a aprender español en 2025. Adiós.